In the nation's capital, a shift in policy is having immediate and dramatic consequences on city streets. In just the last 3 weeks, U.S. Park Police have engaged in at least 10 high-speed car chases. 6 of those pursuits ended in crashes. This sudden spike is the direct result of new rules for the Park Police, part of a broader surge of federal law enforcement in Washington, D.C., ordered by President Donald Trump. The story begins on August 11, 2025, when President Trump signed an executive order declaring a crime emergency in the District of Columbia. This order brought a significant increase in federal officers to the city. Just 3 days later, on August 14th, the U.S. Park Police were given a temporary but significant change to their rulebook. They could once again engage in vehicle pursuits for a wide range of offenses. This was a major reversal. The Park Police had adopted a much stricter policy after a controversial 2017 incident where 2 of its officers shot and killed an unarmed motorist, Bijan Gaisar, following a chase. In the years since, Park Police were generally only permitted to pursue suspects believed to have committed violent felonies, but now that restriction is gone. The chases in recent weeks have been initiated for minor infractions, things like tinted windows, broken headlights, running a stop sign, and fake license plates. In fact, half of the recent pursuits were for fake tags. The new, more aggressive stance was announced publicly by the Park Police Union, which posted on social media, "If you flee from a traffic stop in D.C., we will chase you, and we will catch you." The policy change also received vocal support from the highest levels. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum thanked President Trump for authorizing the pursuits, adding that the officers had so much fun. At a cabinet meeting, Burgum recounted a story where a suspect allegedly told officers, "You're not supposed to chase us, you're breaking the rules." Burgum's response was, "No, we're back in action." This new federal policy stands in stark contrast to the rules for Washington, D.C.'s own Metropolitan Police Department, or MPD. The D.C. Police operate under a much more restrictive policy, which only allows chases if a suspect is believed to have committed a violent crime or is actively endangering the public. Every one of the 10 recent pursuits initiated by the Park Police for minor traffic offenses would have violated the D.C. Police's own rules. The consequences of this policy clash are playing out in real time. One chase saw a driver reach speeds over 80 miles per hour before crashing into multiple cars on Interstate 295. In another, a driver with a child in the car hit a tree and a guardrail. A third pursuit ended only after a car flipped over, narrowly missing a detective. Arrests have been made, and in one case, an unregistered gun was found after a crash. In another incident, 3 minors were arrested after a chase that started in the city and ended in a neighboring Maryland suburb. This situation highlights a broader tension in the city. The Trump administration's stated goal for the federal surge is to make the capital safer, and there are signs it's having an effect on crime rates. The Joint Task Force for the District of Columbia has reported a significant drop in violent crime, and D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has acknowledged a substantial reduction in carjackings, stating that she appreciates the surge of officers. However, the federal presence has not been without controversy. Mayor Bowser has also spoken of a break in trust between the community and the newly arrived federal law enforcement. While she says the city is strategically using the extra officers, she has also made it clear that D.C. did not request them. Other local officials have been more forceful, calling the federal presence dangerous, unnecessary, and an affront to home rule. There has also been pushback from within the justice system, with D.C. judges criticizing prosecutors for violating defendants' rights and grand jurors refusing to indict individuals in cases brought by federal officers. Public safety experts often caution that police pursuits are inherently dangerous and should be reserved for the most serious situations due to the risks posed to other drivers and pedestrians. Many police departments across the country have been moving towards more restrictive chase policies, not looser ones. So, while the federal surge may be contributing to a drop in some crime statistics, the aggressive tactics, particularly the newly authorized car chases by the U.S. Park Police, are raising serious public safety concerns. It's a complex situation with competing views on the best way to police the nation's capital, pitting a federal push for law and order against local control and community trust.